to them. So we were trying to track them with a microscope using some stains that we actually developed ourselves, new stains using reactive oxygen that detect reactive oxygen, actually hydrogen peroxide. And it turns out when these microbes, these bacteria inside the plant, they cause the plant to put reactive oxygen on them as a way to control them and extract nutrients from them. So we could put these stains there and then we could see the bacteria. And without those stains, we couldn't see them at all, but we were able to see them inside the cells. And we also were able to see bacteria or these microbes go into plant cells. You really can't see them unless you have a special, stain to detect them. And the reactive oxygen stain was the key because it was easy to use and because the plants interact with these microbes using reactive oxygen. It was clear, very clear, that those were microbes in there. Of course, we had to prove that in different ways, different experimental, for example, tagging. We had to tag microbes with green threads of protein and stick them in and show where they go in. And, there was some work that we had to do to
start to see the impact of these things. What was it that got you so excited? What was that secret that you're hanging on to? What's the how does it clash with the kind of the cultural human awareness, which is more into the chemical farming and all that? What's the main differences in the values that you have with this awareness versus before kind of made these discoveries?
Well, in science, we're always discovering or trying to discover. All of us want to discover, the secrets of Mother Nature, right? Secrets, and if it's an important.
But then you can have the most prominent fighters are maybe not the best. They're just good at selling it, marketing it, and then every once in a while you get someone who does both, where they have something truly special from a talent perspective, and then they match that with the ability to sell themselves, to get the word out, to build excitement, to build momentum. And it seems like you've done that. Like I'm not even in this world too deeply, and I've already had you come up a couple times. So yeah, I appreciate you championing it as well as doing the research, since I know that that's not necessarily part of the job, the coming on these webinars, these podcasts, and
that's the important change. And if you don't have that, then all of this other variability that you're seeing is just, what do you do with it? It's a mess. You don't know how to sort it out. So it's just, it is like you have a ball of yarn, right? And you have to get it open. And first you have to find an end to pull, and then you start pulling, or you have a sweater, and you find a little thread coming out and you start pulling. Before you know it, the whole thing comes apart and you see, it opens up, and you can see it. And that's what we're doing. And that's actually how science works. It's how science works. It just so happens that this little piece, the rhizophagy part, the bacteria going in plant cells, it's missed by everybody. So the ultimate secret is that's happening. And no one saw it. No one knew it was happening or knew what's happening inside, So you get the little piece, one little piece, and then you start pulling it, and